I should heal in case I run into another big fight. There we go. Come on, one bear, one bear, one bear, one bear. Bear? Not bear. Bear? Bear! Let's go! Let's go! We're all bared out, chat. It's bear time. We getting some bears up in here. This bear that will eventually become an undead mammoth freak. The final form of all bears. Little known fact, all bears eventually become undead mammoths. How do I know this, you may ask? Hello, I'm a bear doctor. What are you gonna trust? Someone who isn't a bear doctor about bears? Or the bear doctor? I would trust the bear doctor, just saying. This Ogremon is still alive. And he didn't get paralyzed. That's against the law. Bear law dictates that you cannot not be paralyzed. I don't trust your doctorate? Well, you know, that's your mistake. You'll never know the true joy of bears then. And honestly, I feel sorry for you. Mammoth paintings are found in caves, and bears live in caves. Checkmate, atheists. That's comment of the day right there. I love that. Why would a non-bear follow bear law? Bear law is like... It rules over all other laws because it's a law made by bears. You mean to tell me that if you saw a bear, like, in a suit practicing law who made, like a Ten Commandments style, like, stone slab of laws, you wouldn't follow it? I'm just saying, I'd follow it because I'd be pretty freaked out by the lawyer bear, to be real with you. If a bear can both, like, beat me up with the fact that it's just, like, I don't know, how heavy are bears? Like, 800 pounds of muscle? I don't know. Just from the fact that it's that strong, and then also it's smarter than me because it, like, graduated from Harvard or something. I'm just saying, I'm gonna follow whatever the laws the bear puts down. Little known fact, bears do actually rule over the laws of physics. Sorry to prove you wrong, chat, but bears actually, like, they can just choose to disbelieve in physics whenever they want. Because bears are that powerful. Speaking of bears, I'm gonna make my bear now. Bum, 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 bum. Fork over that friggin' bear, man. 110% of pure, unadulterated bear. Yeah, see, chat, they're starting to get it. They understand. Bears can fly when you're not looking. I saw a bear in the air once. They can do that. They're bears. What, are you gonna tell the bear it can't do something? Bear does whatever the bear wants. I understand your name is Kumamon, but, like, given light of how today's been going, I gotta name you Bearmon. Like, you gotta be Bearmon. Bear in the air sounds like a Dr. Seuss book. It kinda does. Would obey a tiger over a bear? Well, that's just foolish. What is a tiger gonna do? Tigers have to believe in physics. A tiger is nothing to a bear. Tigers only come in, like, one color, orange with stripes. Bears come in multiple colors. You've got brown bears, black bears, polar bears. You got cute little koala bears. They even have a cute version. And then also, you get, like, mix and match panda bears. Bears are where it's at, man. I'm telling you. Don't be dissing on the bears. Who am I getting rid of here? Probably Biomon. We're gonna need another bird at some point. Because I do want a bird. They're white and black tigers. Yeah, but they're like fake tigers. They're not nearly as upfront or famous as, like, listen, all I'm saying is when someone says, think of a tiger, what do you think of? You think of an orange and black tiger. When someone says, think of a bear, what do you think of? You might think of a polar bear. You might think of a black bear, of a grizzly bear. There's multiple options. They're well known. Tigers are like, they're orange or they're out of your mind. I'm just saying. I'm not saying tigers are bad. Tigers have their own thing going. They're pretty cool. They're nothing to bears though, man. You can't mess with bears. All right, I got a bear now. Look, the bear has 69 defense. You can't beat that. What line do you have to go down? Good old Wanyamon. I love Wanyamon. Good Digimon. What line do you have to go? Do you go Grismon? Is it Grismon, Mammothmon, Skull Mammothmon? I think it is. Pretty sure it is. This bear is wearing a hat, and he has the hat on backwards like he's a skater. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. That's all I had to say on the matter. Alright, only 3 guarantees in life right now for the team are Apollomon, Jumbo Gamamon, and Bear. AKA, Skull Mammothmon. It's Mojamon becomes... Okay, so Mojamon, then Mammothmon, then Skull Mammothmon. Got it. He looks like Smokey the Bear. Bears even have famous forest fire preventative people. Like, when was the last time you heard of a famous tiger? I guess they have Tony the Tiger, but Tony the Tiger is like, he's dumb. Like, he has to rely on alliteration for his name. Like, Tony the Tiger is nothing if it's not Tony the Tiger, because of 2 T's. Meanwhile, Smokey the Bear is just like, I don't need alliteration. Everyone knows I'm awesome. I'm out here stopping forest fires. That tiger over there is just trying to sell some cereal that isn't even good unless you add more Swedenload to it. Meanwhile, Smokey is out here trying to save lives. Tigger is not a tiger. He's a Tigger. The most wonderful thing about Tiggers is that Tigger is the only one. He's not a tiger, he's a Tigger. You guys don't understand the Winnie the Pooh, the extended universe. Also, Winnie the Pooh, he's a bear, and he's the main character. I'm just saying. I also like Frosted Flakes, but, you know. They're not like the best cereal. Alright, we're going back through here now. There's people out here trying to tell me that Tigger is a tiger and not a Tigger. It's madness. I forgot about Winnie the Pooh, you're right. I know! That's what I'm saying, man. Been out here preaching the word of the bear for years. People thought I was crazy. They called me a madman. No one would ever like bears that much. Are you kidding me? Bears are so powerful, China had to, they had to remove Winnie the Pooh from existence. They had to blot him out of all Chinese media because he was too powerful. Why? Because he's a bear. I'm just saying, man, bears. Rabbits don't count. They're in a whole different league. Rabbits and ducks, they're not even in the conversation because, you know, Daffy Duck, Bugs Bunny, Donald the Duck, they're timeless classics. They transcend, cartoon existence. So we don't even consider them. Yeah, the real reason that Winnie the Pooh was, blocked from all Chinese media is because people were making jokes and stuff that they're what do they call him? The president, the prime minister, the leader of China was being likened to Winnie the Pooh. Yeah, it was wild. I'm telling you, man, bears. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. That's what I need, a bear emote. I have no idea where to even begin at trying to make a bear emote, but that's what I need. Hey, Floramon, die? I realize the one with less HP is gonna get a move next, but I'm hoping one of these guys doesn't get paralyzed. Alright, well, that's what I get for thinking. I wanted to hit the other Floramon with more health because Vidramon's attack is one of my best single target moves. How do you feel about dogs? I love dogs. Dogs are amazing. I have a dog who's basically a fox and a cat all rolled into one. He's a Shiba Inu. Dogs are irrelevant to the message of bears, though. Because dogs, like, you know, bears, they're, like, basically omnipotent beings, basically. Dogs are just, like, they don't have any, like, amazing powers or whatnot. They're dogs. They just love to exist, and I love that they exist. That's all there is to it. So many things to kill. I want all of these red Vegemon dead for what they did to me in Digimon World Next Order. Yo, where are my crits at? Sunshine Beam. Ow. Russia's most famous animated show, Masha and the Bear. I've never heard of it, but I already love it. That one image of Vladimir Putin, like, riding on a bear. I'm telling you, man, bears. Also, this is a really unfortunate position to be in. I forgot that all of these insect enemies have a lot of, insect/plant, whatever, have a lot of status effect moves, and I hate it a lot. We're not gonna talk, I didn't watch Brave, but I know they, like, have bear stuff in it, but I can't get over the way the main character talks in that movie, so whatever they said about bears in that movie doesn't matter. Actually irrelevant. They don't understand bears like I understand bears. Don't paralyze me, just keep me poisoned. I'd rather be poisoned because I actually get to play the game. I want a wolf pup? I'm telling you, man, if you want an animal that is, like, similar to a fox or a wolf in general, but don't, you know, don't get an actual wolf because that could go wrong, get a Shiba Inu. They're, like, the best animal of all time. Oh, thank goodness, finally one of these things died. Stop picking on my Firemon. I don't remember Brother Bear, but I know I watched it when I was younger, and it was pretty good, so there's another good one. There is no dog better than the Shiba Inu. That is all I have to say on the matter. The only people who think there are dogs better than Shiba Inu, there are two things. One, if the person likes big dogs, because Shiba Inus are small, and I understand that. If you're a person who wants a big dog, then Shiba Inus just weren't meant for you, and that's okay. You should get a Husky instead. The only other kinds of people who don't think Huskies are the best dog are people who have an animal that aren't a Husky, and then they're like, actually, my dog that I happen to have just so happens to be the best kind of dog. And I know what some of you are thinking right now. Well, Chaos, you're just saying the kind of dog you have is the best one. Not true. I had pugs for over 15 years. Even when I had pugs, I thought Shiba Inus were the best dogs. Which is why, after my pug, unfortunately, passed away, we actually got my Shiba Inu just before he passed away because we didn't want to have a period of not having a dog. We wanted to, like, have a dog at all times. So as soon as we were like, we gotta get another dog, I was like, yo, it's time. Shiba Inu. This isn't to say that other dogs are bad. All dogs are great, and there's nothing wrong with having a different kind of dog. But Shiba Inus are the best. That being said, you will be hard-pressed to find a dog that I will not immediately love, try to hug, and then attempt to pick up no matter what its size. They're all so fat. Oh my word, these status effects. You really just have a 5-area hit move, huh? That's pretty wild. There we go. Out of here. A Kawawa Terrier? I've never heard of this kind of dog before, but it sounds magical. Named it Bubba after Bubba from Forrest Gump. Here's a discussion we can have. By a show of hands, and obviously you guys can't show me your hands, so just like put, I don't know, put me or not me, I guess. How many people in chat both watched, at least some of, and liked Forrest Gump? I need to know how many people in chat liked Forrest Gump and how many people in chat did not like Forrest Gump. Or maybe even not that you disliked it, but that you just didn't care for it. You don't have to be like, I don't like Forrest Gump. You just have to be like, I really just could not care less about Forrest Gump. The reason I ask this is because I'm going to be real with you. I'm not a huge movie buff or anything, but I like some movies here and there. And Forrest Gump is always talked about as like a great movie and all, so I tried to watch it one day, and I watched like 5 minutes, and I was so bored I turned it off. And so every time I hear Forrest Gump brought up, it's very rarely people like praising anything specific about it. It's just saying like, oh yeah, Forrest Gump, I watched that. So I always wonder, like, is it just that Forrest Gump was watched a lot, and so that means people like it? Or is it that it's actually great, but I just don't like it for some reason? Hi there. Are you Light Fang? Prepare yourself. Alright, I'm prepared. He's got a bunch of ninjas. That's not a ninja, that's a samurai! Foolish samurai! I don't have anything against people liking Forrest Gump. There have been plenty of movies in my life that just weren't for me and other people liked it. I just never saw the appeal of Forrest Gump, so I was like, why? What is... And it was mostly, I just wanted to know, like, is it that people actually do really love it? Or is it just one of those movies where it's like, oh, when it came out, it was an instant classic, and so now people speak fondly of it? It seems like there are a handful of people in chat that are like, it was fine, or I really loved it, so that's fair. You know what movie is, like, incredibly overhyped and is actually just, like, the most basic of all movies, which I'm sure the majority of chat will probably agree in, because it's pretty much the popular opinion now, is Avatar. Not the last Airbender movie, because that doesn't actually exist. That was a fever dream, and no one can tell me otherwise. But, like, the James Cameron Avatar, that was, like, the highest-grossing movie until Endgame came out, is, like, the most... I watched it all the way through once, and I barely remember it. But it is, like, the most incredibly... Like, I don't even think it's bad. I just think it's insanely... Just, like, 5 out of 10. It's insanely down the middle. Like, it's not great. It's not bad. There's really not much special about it. It looks pretty because the effects are really nice. Yeah, that's basically it. And they're making, like, 4 more of those. Dude, I cannot wait for the next Avatar movie. I've never been more excited for a movie to come out just so that I can see it do... It's not gonna do bad, I'm sure. Like, it'll do fine in box office. But, like, people are thinking... There are some people out there, specifically James Cameron, who are like, I'm gonna release the sequel to this movie, and then it's going to be... It's going to dethrone Endgame, and it's gonna be one of, like... It's gonna take the #1 spot back and, like, never get taken again. And I'm like, dude, that movie is not even gonna crack the top 10. You have no idea that people are not going to go watch, like, not many people at all are gonna go watch the second Avatar movie. I'm sure it'll be a box office hit, it'll make money, but it's like, it's not gonna be breaking any records. I actually guarantee you. I would be willing to bet that the second Avatar movie will not crack the top 10 highest grossing movies of all time. I would make that bet, without a doubt. Defeat Lightfang. Defeat Nightclaw. Huh? What? What am I doing here? Have you ever seen any of the Marx Brother movies? I don't think so. I haven't seen a ton of movies in my life, to be completely real with you. I should watch more movies. And most movies I watch are animated rather than live action stuff. Was I sleeping? Oh no, run! Yeah, the main reason that Avatar was the highest grossing movie for so long is because it stayed in theaters, I think for like 9 or 10 months or something, and it had very little competition when it came out. Not very little, but there weren't that many other high-hitting movies coming out that year. Whereas now, we've got like, with Marvel movies and then with everything else happening, there are like 15 really hard-hitting movies coming out a year, pretty much. Also, its effects were like, I'm not trying to down its effects. The effects in Avatar were good, without a doubt, especially like for the time. It was like one of the first movies that did amazing work with CG and stuff like that. But the actual movie itself is just so incredibly meh. If Avatar came out now instead of back in 2012, that movie would not do nearly as well. It just wouldn't. Why do I keep looking at my team composition? I keep thinking I need to look at something and then I don't. Hey, Gargomon's here. Hi, Gargomon. I'm pretty sure Avatar came out in 2012, didn't it? Someone in chat fact-check me. I think it came out in 2012. Or was it earlier? No. 2012 was the Avengers. Was the first Avengers movie, wasn't it? When did Avatar come out? Did it come out 2008? I was thinking 2012 is when the first Avengers movie came out. That's what I was thinking of. Avatar came out earlier than that. I think it was 2008. It was 2009? I was close. I definitely mixed it up for Avengers. I didn't like mix up the movies. I know they're different movies. I just mixed up the release times when I was thinking of big movies. Avengers came out in 2012, I'm pretty sure. Avatar was, chat says Avatar was 2009. I believe chat on that. I thought it was 2008. 2008 was the first Iron Man. Yeah. That's right.